Welcome back to the channel. I finally passed 100 subscribers, and this is really just a channel update video. So if you're not interested in that, feel free to just skip along. But yeah, I was stuck at 7 subscribers for a long time, and I started making some videos about mini PCs, and now I think I'm at 104 subscribers. So go figure. Making videos about something that I'm passionate about actually results in people subscribing. And, you know, I guess it's kind of cliche, but I want to say thank you to those of you that have subscribed, especially if you're watching this video now. I think thank you, though, when people thank people for subscribing, it always seems a little weird to me because, you know, I'm not really thanking you for subscribing. I'm really thanking you for that feeling of validation, because somewhere along the line you've found some consistency and something you like about the videos that I'm posting. That, or you accidentally pressed the subscribe button, which would be sad. But you know, the validation is a good feeling. I think I probably grew up without a lot of validation when I was a kid, so now I'm going to depend on you guys for it. Anyway, with that said, I felt that it would be appropriate to give a slight channel update because I haven't posted in so long. And, you know, that's pretty typical for a lot of channels. I got halfway through recording a video about a BMax laptop that I had bought. It was going really well. I even put the camera on a stand, kind of like it is now. And, you know, it was a great video. And then at some point I just stopped. I just stopped doing it. And I wanted to do it, but I just stopped. And, you know, I felt kind of guilty about it. And I intend to finish that video. So, you know, there's like whole months in between the clips that I've recorded, but I'm going to finish it. But I think something that's more important than that right now is really the updates on my ADD or ADHD diagnosis that I was trying to get. I stopped recording about that, and I'm going to make more detailed videos about this. But I think the last thing that I posted was that I was trying to get diagnosed with ADD, and I did go see my doctor. And, you know, he agreed that I probably have ADD, but he would not give me medicine until I lowered my blood pressure, which apparently was, well, too high, apparently. So that's rough. I was being pretty stubborn, and I didn't want to take blood pressure medicine, which was stupid because I wasn't about to change my diet, and I wasn't about to start running, you know, 6 miles a day or anything. So eventually I gave in and I started taking the blood pressure medicine. And during that time period, I also went to the psychologist, I think. Yeah, probably the psychologist, and did a bunch of tests, which were really weird, like memory tests and all kinds of things like that. And they officially diagnosed me with ADD, inattentive type, and also MDD, which is major depressive disorder. But she said not to worry because it's only a little bit. But it's major depressive disorder. I don't know. I think anybody with ADD, inattentive, or ADHD or anything like that is going to feel majorly depressed sometimes because it really affects your life. And I wasn't aware as to how much it was affecting my life. And, you know, I've got a lot of big plans, but I really wanted to just talk about this. And this video might be less for the people that subscribed, you know, for computer content, and more for those that subscribed to know about my ADD journey, which might only be 3 of you. But I got the official diagnosis, and I went back to the doctor, and I got my blood pressure under control, and he gave me a prescription of 10 milligrams of Adderall that I could take every day. And medicine has had a really big impact on my life. Before that, I was really trying to deal with ADD myself and learn skills and different things like that to try to work my way through it. But the medicine is just like You know, it's like putting a supercharger on a crappy old car where it's firing on 3 or 4 cylinders. Like, you get such a boost. The first day on Adderall, I just got so many things done that I would not normally get done. And it's stuff that like I knew how to do, but I could never find the motivation to do because there was nothing exciting. It wasn't urgent. And, you know, but a part of that, of course, was that I was excited to try medicine. And so, of course, as my excitement and the novelty of medicine wore off, that effect died down a little bit, but it was definitely still there. And at some point, I went back to the doctor for a med check, and we doubled the dose from 10 milligrams per day in the morning to 20 milligrams. And that really kicked some things into gear. And I almost feel, you know, mad probably isn't the right word, but I feel so disappointed because I'm 38. I don't know. I was never good at math. I'm older than I should be. And I feel as though I've missed out on so much of life because I've just been in this survival mode. And it's really kind of heartbreaking, honestly. I could just, it kills me to think about how many people are out there with these symptoms. And it's, you know, I guess I'm lucky because my diagnosis went pretty smoothly. But the Adderall makes such a big difference. And I know what many people think in this case. They're like, oh, you know, it's a placebo effect. And I have often wondered that too. Except one day, my routine was broken. In the morning, I normally drink a Monster energy drink, and there was not one available. But that is my cue to take my medicine. And so I forgot to take my medicine that day. Now, I still went out and bought a Monster energy drink and drank it because that is something that I'm apparently addicted to. But I forgot that I didn't take my medicine, and I went through the whole day. And, you know, I got some of the really basic stuff done. But there were some projects that I'm completely capable of doing the tasks for, but I couldn't get started. I just couldn't get started on doing it. Now, if I could get started, I would be fine and I would, you know, roll through it and work on it. But I just could not get myself, I couldn't bring myself to just literally log into something and just start doing the work. And I just kept trying for hours, you know, and I'm just like, oh no, like, is this how it's going to be now? And I was exhausted. It was like 4 p.m. and I was just absolutely mentally exhausted. And I went into the house and I saw my medicine on the kitchen windowsill. And it just, you know, it just hit me that I didn't take my medicine, and look at the, you know, the effect that had. And, you know, Adderall is one of the medicines that it comes into your body, it does what it does, and then when it leaves, it's done. You know, there's not supposed to be any like residual effect, whereas some medicines, they build up over time. And so it's important that you take them every day. Adderall, I can choose not to take. So yeah, it really has made a huge impact. And I'm trying to work out in my head now whether or not I need 30 milligrams or if 20 milligrams is the right amount. And I almost just want to try 30 milligrams to see, because it's not, you know, it can make you too focused, which is weird. And I'll go into that in another video because this is getting too long. But yeah, I mean, it's made me realize so many things. It's had a huge impact on my work life, on my marriage, on everything. But it's also made me realize that my ADD has caused me, I guess my habits, but I feel like my habits have developed and they're part of ADD. I've ended up with so many projects that are unfinished. They're always 80%. And I look around and, you know, I had a car lift that wasn't installed and bedrooms that were half renovated and, you know, trim that hadn't been put on the wall, a retaining wall I hadn't finished building, a pool that needs a new filter put on it. And I bought the filter, but I never put it in. I have endless boxes of crap that I've bought for ideas that I had that I never executed, you know? So many great ideas. And it's like every time I have an idea, I go spend the money that I have impulsively, but then I never execute on the idea to try it. And all of these ideas would make great video content. So, you know, behind this door in the garage is an enormous collection of potential. But the ADD has resulted in me never executing said potential. And so those unfinished projects are like always circling around my head. And they're always, you know, every time I try to focus on something, it's like those projects are in my head yelling at me like, hey, you need to finish this. Hey, you need to finish this. And as I keep making and starting new projects, there's just more and more of them. And so I realized that I got to choose projects to abandon and projects to work on. And, you know, those projects require my time and energy. And as I finish up the projects, it frees up my time and energy to record and actually make an effort on the channels that I have. And I'm really excited about this because I have a vision, somewhat of a vision for this channel, but I have other channels where I really do have a vision for the kind of content that I want to put on there. And I wasn't really sure where this video was going to go. My goal today, which I chose in the last hour, but you know, this was a general goal, was to record and post a video on this channel again, because I just feel like I'm getting into my stride. And I realized that, you know, not everything has to be fancy. Not everything has to be Mr. Beast style. I have a lot of value to offer, and I need to just present it in a good way. And that might just be a sitting, talking head video, or it might be a video where I take the camera around and we mess with an old computer. I mean, I've got like some old compact laptops out there that need to be fixed, and there's all kinds of things I want to work on. And I just got to start recording it and getting the content out there. Anyway, if you made it this far, you know, I really appreciate you guys listening to me ramble about all of this. But yeah, thank you. If you subscribed, thanks for subscribing. And, you know, I really look forward to seeing you guys all around in the future. And I'm just excited about just recording stuff and posting stuff that I'm actually like excited about, you know? So yeah. Anyway, that's all there is. My recording setup has evolved since last time because, you know, I continue to spend money on things, but then not use them. So this is an actual justification now because this was expensive. Yeah, well. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. I'm not going to make any promises as to when that will be, but there will be another video, and it might be the BMax laptop video, but we'll see. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.